Well, in the words of Wayne Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots you never take. And if you were here 5 minutes ago, you saw me. Well, I was tempted to do a live stream on my mobile device from the magic shop, do a little tour of our space here. And I'm thinking now maybe I should just film that old school to give you guys the look at the shop. So maybe I'll get the camera in our space and give you the tour I'd like to, but just in a different style. We're going to make it work this way, old school, like we've been doing it every week. Standard time, 2 p.m. Eastern. We're a few minutes late now, thanks to internet noids. But hey, let me say salutations. And I see some of the kindred spirits showing up today. We're back at bat, y'all. Hey, thanks for coming back. What's up, Adonis? Good to see you, man. Hello, Raleigh. Keith. What's up, man? Been enjoying your videos over on the Facebooks. Y'all go look up Keith Rowley at Vintage Magic there. See what he's showing on the internet. It's pretty cool. What's up, Matthew? Christian Magician, greetings. Alex, hello. Nick. No, man, there's no sorries. The only thing to be sorry about is not to try something new and exciting. And if I didn't do it, then we could be sorry about that. But we'll go back to bat and, I'm really excited to give you guys a look at the space of the shop and how things have been coming along. And I did have some choice items at each of the counters. I'll briefly explain as you come into the trick supply. You'll see the counters have little labels on them, and we've organized it into beginner magic, local magic, stuff from the local pros. There's a great space for all the magicians' accessories. We have an amazing selection of card magic. Of course, we have the lovely feather flowers. If you need those in your world, we got plenty of those hanging around. There's bargain bins, there's minimalism, there's parlor magic. I've got brass stuff, escape magic, cups and balls and wallets. We could keep talking about it, or I could show it to you. I moved a bunch of this stuff over here to the desk so we could have a little fun magic jam. And as always, if you see anything you have a question about, or specifically today, if you have any question in general, my eyes are always on the chat, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. All right, nice to hear we're greasing the wheel. Nick spent about $70 on sponge ball stuff the last few days. Thanks for the suggestions. Thank you for spending your money in the magic multiverse. So I thought this maybe I thought we could do a little bit of magic from each of the sections. I don't know what I grabbed here, but I know I grabbed these. That's right, I have these in my hand. I'm curious, does anyone know exactly what these are? These are the Chinese sticks. Chinese sticks. The stick has a tassel on this side and a tassel on this side. I'm curious, does anyone know why they're called the Chinese sticks? You know why they're called that, Chinese sticks? It's because there's two of them. Because if there was one, it would just be the Chinese stick. Huh? As I perform this, I'm questioning my wardrobe choices to perform magic with red on red. But dig it, when you pull the tassel goes up. Pull on the tassel, up goes the tassel. I recommend this as a fun beginner trick for kids to do, and to do for kids is it's a great sucker effect when you get people thinking how it works. You know, they think they're connected at the back. They are not connected at the back. I checked earlier. There's nothing back there. It's just when you pull on the tassel goes up, and the tassel makes the tassel go vice versa. Sometimes the thing will break on you, but if that happens, that's no problem. You just grab the invisible string right in the middle, give it a yank, and then we can put this thing back together later. Not a bad piece of magic for $10. I've enjoyed that trick probably since my beginnings in this crazy art form. And if you walk in and are interested in easy beginner magic, or if you're a kid or looking to do magic for kids, that might be one that I might suggest for you. Boy, I had another one I really wanted to showcase today. I'm going to go grab it. Y'all stare at the background for a second. Got it. So now that's a wand. Boy, that's a wand. And this is actually more than a wand, and I wanted to showcase this. I've had some inquiries about some nesting wand sets, and in particular, some multicolored ones. We often stock the Amaze Kids brand, but they're hard to come by these days. I wanted to showcase the Trick Supply offering that we have here for nesting wands. This is a great gag where you give a kid the wand to hold. You say, hold this wand, and then when you walk away, you now have another wand. So you have the kid put this under their arm, you offer them this wand, and when you walk away, now you have another, in this case, multicolor wand. And this set has a 5 wand production. So there's red, there's green, there's yellow, there's black. And while this is not part of my normal performing repertoire, I know it is part of many of yours. I've heard you in my inbox. And if you're looking for a good set of nesting wands, if you do perform for children or have family audiences, this set gets my recommendation at about $45. I think we sell these for. And this kind of thing, it can be nice to add to your routine. While it's not a mystery of the universe, it is a fun bit of byplay that you can enjoy really at any moment during the show. Let me drink from the mana juice. Let me see what this question is. What's the brass looking thing on the top of the drawer behind you? This thing? Excuse me, I have a drinking problem. Or this thing right here is the ball through the bolt. So there's a brass bolt that runs through the center of this. You lock it in there, and then the ball goes mysteriously through. I've actually made a short of this. I could demonstrate it, but I'm going to encourage everyone to go look at our shorts. Get some extra watch time. This is a weird one. It's an interesting set of cups and balls. These will be logged in later today. I don't know. Let's not talk about stuff I'm not prepared to talk about. Woo! It's everywhere. Magic is everywhere. It's all over my desk. Let's see what else I have here I wanted to talk about. For sure, this thing, the Leo Smezers 3-shell game. I was putting these on the shelf yesterday, the Joe Porper card clips. These are hard to come by as well, and we do have a few of those. If you're into protecting your cards in the best way possible, look up Joe Porper card clip, and as I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, let's take this down a little bit. That's gooder. All right. A little too bright on the camera. There we go. All right. Speaking of cards, this is actually, when this hit my desk, I said, what? And then, oh, chat, you're hilarious. And then I said, this is actually a brilliant idea. So what this is here is a wallet, and it functions as a wallet. So this thing has the ID. It's got the credit cards. You can put your cash in here, but also what you can put in here, let me get one, is a pack of playing cards. There's a secret compartment in the back that hides a deck of cards here. And while this is more akin to my dad's wallet than something I might carry in my pocket, as a modus operandi for switching packs, I think this is a valid way to go. You might have seen other devices. I'm thinking of Dean Dill's Blizzard, which is a great method for switching decks. You can apply those techniques now to a pack of cards secretly hidden in your wallet. And you could also do in-the-hand switches with the wallet in play. And I would suggest, of course, the wallet's part of the routine. And I would also suggest that the tutorial that comes with this L deck switch wallet is, by the way, by Bacon Magic, which is a brand I really, really like most of the stuff they put out that hits my desk. I'm a fan of. And I would suggest let me not flash the tutorial, would give you the information you need to make something like this practical. And yeah, you're right, Gary. What's happening, Gary? That is cool. Mike got the Kenner book. Well, once it leaves our establishment, what your post office does with it is beyond our control. I'm glad that it arrived safely. We do try to pack these things up good for you, especially when we're dealing with books and and things of this nature. I had one other card thing that I wanted to share today, and this thing, it just caught my eye in the bargain bin. If you come in the shop, we have a nice selection of bargain items, and I spent a few minutes yesterday playing with this thing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I sure do like it. Let me show it to you, but let me say hi to my buddy Gary. What's up, Gary? Good to see you, man. All right, here we are. Look at this thing. This is like James Bond style stuff. This is the electric card switcher. I don't know I've ever seen anything like this before. This would, I guess, go in your breast pocket or a jacket pocket on the side. I also think you could build this into a close-up pad or even maybe an oversized prop, maybe a big card box. Watch this blue card. I'm just going to put it here briefly. Boom. It switches it. Like I wasn't even ready for that one. Bang. Electric card switcher. Look how fast that thing switches a card. So this was in your breast pocket. You go to put this in your breast pocket, and now it's just boom, switched automatically. There's also a button on the thing where you can control it mechanically, and pow, and it'll spit the card out. And I think that this has some applications as well. Now, while I did find this thing in the bargain bin, and if you come in the shop, you can get this thing on the cheap. We do have them new available on our website as well. And if you look for electric card switcher, you can have as much fun as I've had playing with this little device over the last day or two. You can expect a short video from yours truly once I figure out exactly how I'm going to share that thing with the universe. But that's the electronic card switcher. Yeah, crazy, right? What? I also, before I showcase this Leo Smezers shell game, we'll talk about it in a minute. It's kind of a micro set. I didn't think I'd like this thing, but guess what? I love it. I love it. Can it switch more than one card? My limited experience says, maybe. I think it's just one thing goes in there. You know what I was thinking about switching is maybe another thing. Like maybe you switch it for a bill or some other, facsimile of a card, maybe. I don't know. It's a fun device, and they're not expensive. That thing's like, I don't know, this one on sale in the bin is $25. If you buy it new from the site, it might be $40 at the most. Anyway, we'll get to the shell game set in a moment. This is not the shell game set, but I actually think I'm going to buy a set of these for myself. If y'all been in my universe for any length of time, you know that I do enjoy a big cup. I use the big cups with the Alan Wong sponge tennis balls, and I do a surprising cups and balls routine. You might have seen it around the interwebs. These are the jumbo sets from Magic Makers, and at $180, you're going to find this size to be equivalent, maybe even bigger to a Gazo set. If I'm not mistaken, these are brass, but I might be mistaken. I know this, they're big, they look nice, they're reasonably priced, and that fits all of my requirements for the routine that I have in mind. If you have a routine in mind too, or if you're just looking for a good value jumbo set of cups and balls, look for these at Trick Supply. And then in direct contrast to this, size-wise, here we go. So I get a lot of things, across my desk. We get inventory in the shop 2 or 3 times a week, and so I get a chance to look at a lot of new stuff, and I'm easily excited about new magic, but this thing, which I didn't think I would be excited about, has got my attention. Leo Smezers, you've heard his name on here a few times. I've showcased his switchboard. We've talked about some of his cups and balls. He makes the leather sewn baseballs and chop balls for the cups and balls that are so good. Variety of products from this magical genius. Look at this one. So we have a brass casing. This is a brass container. It screws together. And when you unscrew this container, look what's inside. Whoa. 3 brass caps. These are beautiful. Dare I say elegant and super effective. Now, he also includes 3. These are like cosmetic sponges. And let me tell you, if you see If you see hustlers in the wild, they're more akin to be using these kind of cosmetic sponges than a green pea, but Leo does include one of his peas in here. This little guy is cool. I believe it's a silicone pea. I do have experience with these kind of peas. I really am fond of the School for Scoundrels Perfect Pea. We also carry that at Trick Supply, and you get a whole bunch of peas when you buy the perfect peas. Let me be clear. If you do the shell game, get some perfect peas. It'll change your life. Pop Hayden, a School for Scoundrels, their perfect peas really make all the difference. This pea with this set allows you to do the shell game technique without a soft surface. You're not wrong, Keystone. Like I've taken my swings at the 3 shell game, but the name alone insinuates I should be pretty good at it. I've got a couple handlings I like. I really enjoy the Bob Sheets modus operandi for this routine. Let me demonstrate this though. This pea and these caps allow you to do the shell game moves on a solid or slick surface. So now it's over here. I don't think I practiced the shell game since I moved to Las Vegas. So the fact that I can do this at all right out of the gate should give you an idea of how easy it is to use. And if you get a nice soft performing pad, then it becomes like literally self-working. So that's the classic shell game technique. Now here's the win with this. This brass container that comes with the set also acts as a wonderful cover for what is standardly done with a shot glass. And here's what happens. The performer will put a pea and cover it with the shell and then cover it with the shot glass. Is that the wrong side? Cover it with the shot glass and then ask their spectator to put their finger on it. Let me go back to the table where we have a bigger performing surface. The pea goes on the surface. It gets covered by the cap. The bigger container goes over, and then you ask your spectator to put their finger on it. And in that action, you've managed to steal the pea out from here, and you can put it wherever you like or vanish it completely. So here's the thing about this. And I've traveled with glass and shot glasses before, and they break, on the way to the gig or at the gig, they fall down and break. And this is a wonderful, elegant solution to having that kind of finale available for you without having to worry about the glass. And then it doubles as a container, as a holder for all of the props in question. So I think I've blabbered enough about how much I enjoy this wonderful shell game set from Leo Smezers. If you think you'll enjoy it, you're probably right as well. It's not cheap. This set will cost you, I think they're $130 for the Smezers brass shell game. But if you enjoy this kind of thing, this prop will make you a happy magician. Leo Smezers shell game, my highest recommendation. Look at this. We just hit 500 subscribers. Whoa. Hello. What's up, Gary? Thank you for the shout out. Oh, here's a hot tip from Scott. But I guess they would have acrylic shot glasses. On some level, the shot glass has to have a bit of weight to it for that steel. Regardless, I think the Smezers solution is a good one. Oh, here's a hot tip from Gutbuster Mike. He's a machinist. He says if you drop that casing while it's open, it will destroy the threads. Beware. This is good advice for me. I drop everything. By no means should I have ever been a magician. You're spending time with one of the clumsiest humans on the planet today. Yeah, it's all the good stuff. Packs big. Pack small, plays big. That's right. All right, what else do I have on the desk to look at today? Nothing. There's more out there, but I'm not going to go grab it. I'll spend a few minutes here answering any last-minute questions or, anything you want to know about the shop. We'll give our plug as always. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, 500 is great, but we're looking to get to 1,000. So tell a friend, Tell an enemy, tell your neighbors, subscribe to the Trick Supply channel. We're trying to move the needle on the magic internet. And if you hit the bell notifications, you'll know when I go live. And we will figure out the noids that stymied my mobile attempt. We'll get it figured out. This is the mana juice that keeps me powered throughout the day. The caffeinated magician, if there ever was one. McDonald's gets half my paycheck because I'm weak, but maybe they'll see enough of our streams and become a corporate sponsor. How cool would that be? I did have these on my desk. I didn't open these. We've been receiving inventory from recent buyout. This is actually a great version of the Fickle Fire gimmick. I've been stocking stuff in the warehouse. Look at this Fickle Fire. That's what they called them in the old days. This is a hands from fire gimmick. So if you wanted to produce, make it look like fire is coming out of your fingertips, this is the kind of device that you would do it with. It houses wicking. I guess that's cotton wicking in the inside. A gentle flip of the wrist opens this door that houses this fabric. This is where you would put like lighter fluid or maybe Coleman fuel for these. You probably want to read the directions, and you probably want to be as careful as humanly possible before striking the flint, which ignites the fire. And now we have fire from hands. The package contains 2 of these gimmicks, one for each hand, and this allows you to apparently move the flame from this hand to that hand or have it in both hands. And great for an act, great for like promo shots, and maybe it'll be good for a social media video even. I don't know that I've seen anyone do hands from fire yet, although sometimes they frown upon that kind of thing on the TikToks. They don't like the fireballs too much. There we go. That was on my desk. Oh, one more thing. I'll show you one more thing I pulled out. So Nick is looking for a lock box for a nest of boxes for the watch. For you, is there a way to be informed? Being someone that's on my radar on a regular basis, and we chat in the Discord, and I see you here regularly, I'll look out for you. You know, I'll look for a prop like this and let you know when we have it. You can always send an email to sales@tricksupply.com. I do look at those on the reg, and be happy to go digging for any particular prop you'd like. So if you're out there on the internet searching for something, send me a Facebook message, send me an email, or you can also call the phone. I answer it here. I'm the phone guy now. Oh, so Matthew loves the Fickle Fire. I'm not experienced enough to answer that question, Mr. Mosley. Oh, so maybe here's the difference. The originals were a health hazard, and Matthew knows the scoop Zippo fuel works best. Cool. We're learning. Oh, that sounds like a good use of it. Fire breathing from the Fickle Fire. Hoya! Pow! It's almost like you have superhero powers. A personal question. Have I done any street magic since my arrival to Las Vegas? I have not. There's a couple reasons why, but it is still on the plans, but not a priority. And right now it's 100 degrees. So it's less of a priority than ever. I think it's cool today at 100 degrees. I think it was 110 yesterday. You can expect to see clips from me out there once it cools down a little bit more, unless we have some specific projects that need me to go into the wild for this. I'm going to talk about this for about 5 seconds. This was also on my desk. I wanted to talk about this with Roy last week. Roy Cooper's produced Quantum from Greg Gleason. Greg is a local professional, and that's an understatement. He's nothing short of legendary, his accomplishments in the art of magic. Greg Gleason. Look it up, but more specifically, look up Quantum. And I'm going to encourage everyone watching this to go search our website for Quantum and be blown away by the best card and coin matrix certainly that I've ever seen on the internet. Robert, we waited for you. I didn't think you'd make it, so I went ahead and got started. And you really just missed a hiccup in the beginning and a barrage of impromptu demonstrations to fill in the gaps. Yeah, we can handle the heat here, actually. It's the humidity that's the killer. And in my experience, that makes all the difference. While it is hot as Hades here, yeah, it's over 100. It is much more manageable in a dry climate than someplace like New Orleans where you're surrounded by water. It's hot, but it's manageable. So I think we've seen the worst of it, but I've heard it can get up to like 120 on occasion. Maybe it gets hotter. I'll speak a little different. We'll see. We'll see. All right, the last thing that was on my desk from the picks this week, I've never seen one of these, and I was completely enamored by the mechanics of the key and ring link. Mike, I think you would be super interested in at least the inner workings of this. Whoa, that's gumballs. Come back here. So this could be performed as a magic effect, but it could also be performed as a puzzle. They do include this dongle. It's like a key room. This really doesn't need to be used. The magic is in the key and in the ring. And the puzzle is how to get the key, the ring off of the key. And this could be a borrowed key, a ring even. So you borrow a spectator's ring. It goes onto this skeleton key. You lock it on there. You give it to them, see if they can take it off. And I can guarantee that they won't. At least I couldn't when I opened it up. I said, "What is this thing? How do you get in there?" I couldn't figure it out. I took it to Wolfgang, the proprietor of Trick Supply. He was a little bit stymied at the beginning. Then I had another magician in here going over it, and I gave him tips. I gave him a hint as to how it might work. And even with the hint, he had problems getting the ring off the key. And if you're into puzzles and interesting mechanical devices, I think this ring on key will make your world very happy. It's a unique device that I'd never seen before. And that is the last thing I'll talk about today. The key and ring link. Good as a puzzle, good as a coffee table or a desktop piece. Well, I think that's part of it. I also think the part of it that conceals that makes it super, super deceptive. Yeah, that's why we have it out. It's one of those old school puzzle vibes. You know this one, Link? You know, you think you're in magic for 30, 40 years, you learn enough, you know a thing or two, but there's always something that surprises me as I sit at this desk. Every week something comes in that's like, what? Electric card switcher. Jake, you made it just in time for me to wrap up. I've emptied the well today, and now the next part of my day will be spent formulating the video that I would like to produce that will show you guys what the shop looks like from the outside in and the inside out. If there's no remaining questions today, I'm going to go about that business. And if you do have a question, well, get it in quick. If you're just tuning into the stream or not familiar with Trick Supply, we're a Las Vegas magic shop, and I am here with the doors open Wednesday through Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. We're here doing the thing. And we have been doing it. We're making new magicians with walk-in beginners. We have old school vets coming in to pick up the stuff they need. And let me give a shout out to all the wonderful visitors who stopped in the shop, folks visiting Las Vegas. I've met some wonderful people in here, and I look forward to meeting you, talking to you one day as well. Sometimes Craig Gamble tunes in. He'll be here next week. That'll be good. Checking the chat. Nick, I'll be looking out for you. Jake, we'll be looking to see you here. You're relatively close, right? You're over in California, if I remember correctly. Any news about Las Vegas worth sharing? Here's the other thing on my project. I want to do I will do a synopsis of my first few months in Las Vegas. I've been a busy boy running around this town, seen a couple of 10 shows, soireed with some wonderful magicians, had some great food, and seen some wonderful sights. So from my YouTube channel, you can look for that video in the near future. Literally just this week did I get my studio in good enough shape where I can feel I can start producing content from my personal channel and private space. And you guys will be seeing that on my YouTube channel, Doug Kahn, in the near future. So stay tuned in that universe and we'll see you there soon. Yes, indeed. There he is. What's up, Craig? Good to see you, man. I guess I'll see you Sunday too. We got a powwow online. All right, Gary. Good to see you as always. You have a good weekend as well. Don't go tune into Matthew over there on the TikTok. He's kind of killing it these days. So go put an eye on what he's doing in Matthew's universe. We're proud of him over there. Jim, unsolicited testimony. Gary, when are you going to be street performing? We're ready. We're ready to see you in the wild. I know you're ready too. Get out there. Yeah, we'll all learn about, man, I've done so much here. David Copperfield's museum, Matt Franco's show, Colin Cloud show, the Wonderground, the late night magic show, magic variety show, the Gary Darwin Magic Club, the Las Vegas Magic Luncheon, all the magicians that have come in here. I've got a lot to review just in the last few months and a lot more to look forward to getting into as my time here extends. But the time now has come for this stream to end. Let me thank you guys once more for hanging out. Good to see you all. I'm going to go get these doors open and we'll make some new magicians today. I'll see you guys next week. Same time, same bat channel, and ciao for now. Au revoir.